Stakeholders from the southern part of Plateau State have called for urgent action to bring perpetrators of the recent attacks on innocent citizens in the area to justice. The stakeholders, in collaboration with Stephanos Foundation, a non-governmental organization, jointly made the call at a media conference in Abuja. The stakeholders include Bokkos Cultural Development Council (BCDC), Mangjavu Development Association (MDA), Beram Educational and Cultural Organization (BECO), and Plateau Initiative for Development and Advancement of the Natives (PDAN). The program coordinator of Stephanos Foundation, Mr. Mark Libdo, said the organization observed that between the 24th and 25th of December 2023, a total of 31 communities in 7 districts were attacked, covering 4 local government areas of the state.
Unfortunately, Stephanos Foundation observed, sadly, that the neglect of similar instances has contributed in getting the country in this situation. The sad reality is that many other attacks have happened unattended around this local government area in the past. Stephanos Foundation here recall with sadness these similar attacks of the same magnitude that have occurred in the area. 1. The Mango attack of April to July 2023. The Barakin Ladi attack of 23rd to 24th June 2018. The Dogona Hawa attack of 7th March 2010 in Jos South. The 17th January 2010 violence around villages of Jos North and Jos South. The Jos North riot of 28 November 2008 and the 7th September crisis of 2001 in Jos North local government area, just to mention a few. Presently, most of these areas we have observed have become no-go area for the ethnic people, owners of the area. Instead, we have seen new settlements, new buildings, new houses all over these places. Stephanos Foundation is here to paint these realities of the situation to the entire world. The Plateau situation calls for an urgent action. We are here for you to listen to these people themselves. They are now in camps with their need for food, medicine, clothes, and shelter. We are calling on all humanitarian agencies and the general public to visit the survivors and assist in every way possible.
Similarly, the Public Relations Officer of Bokkos Cultural Development Council said the Ron, Kulere, Mushere indigenous people of Bokkos are predominantly farmers who have coexisted with people from all parts of Plateau State and Nigeria.
The way forward and our prayers. 1. Care for IDPs. 2. Immediate rehabilitation and resettlement of the IDPs back to their ancestral homes. 3. Adequate compensation to victims and survivors of the attack. 4. Proper and diligent investigation and prosecution of the roaming killers and machineries. 5. Stop to wanton arrest of innocent indigenous youths.
Also, the national president of Mangjavu Development Association, Joseph Kwangat, called for the establishment of special education programs for children and counseling on trauma.
The threats of pending attacks from the Fulani herdsmen is not over, and our people have continued to live in fears. While many cannot go back to their homes, either for fear of being attacked again or their homes have been completely destroyed. All these are done with mission, and the mission is clear: to drive us out of the land and occupy it. This is the only heritage that our grandparents handed over to us over the centuries. This is a mission impossible. We will not allow this to happen. The return to our ancestral land is not negotiable. We therefore are praying that the immediate resettlement of these people, so that they will also exist as a people in Nigeria. They are also Nigerians.
The national president of Berom Educational and Cultural Organization said that the number of Berom community members displaced during the December 2023 attacks was on the increase.
I call on the international community to come, listen to our plight, and speak out and talk to our president, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to raise up a strong body that will check and stop this menace among our people. We are Nigerians. We don't have anywhere besides this place that God has given us. We don't have any country. We don't have any link to anybody anywhere outside this country, and we remain Nigerians, and we remain people of Plateau State, and we are not leaving, and we are not surrendering any piece of our land for anybody.
In his prayers, the Secretary General of PDAN charged the government to strengthen the security architecture in frontline communities and to ensure justice, fairness, and equity in the handling of cases of attacks on all communities in Plateau State.
We call on the federal government to strengthen the security architecture in the frontline communities. We call on the federal and state governments to return all internally displaced persons to their ancestral land with adequate security to prevent the looming food crisis because of these attacks. Plateau State is not just home of peace and tourism, but it is also the food basket of Nigeria.